myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna
video, we're going to be reviewing the DYU e-bike. It's a foldable e-bike where you can just fold the handlebars down, pick the bike up, go on the train, and it's very portable, and yeah, it's a great small e-bike. One of the greatest things is the range on this very small bike. You wouldn't believe that it does 30 to 37 miles of city range. Great for commuting to work, to a cafe, to meet up with friends. It's amazing. Obviously the battery charge time takes 5 to 6 hours to charge, so you can charge it overnight and then you have a full charge in the morning. So the top speed of this bike, in line with current UK legislation, is 25 kilometers an hour, also 15.5 miles an hour to the UK audience. One of the greatest things about this bike, if you do manage to run out of range, unfortunately, you can continue to pedal it, and yeah, you just continue to pedal it like a normal bike. So, you know, it's got benefits on both sides if you do run out of electric juice. It comes in a matte black finish, and the cables, they're really tidy, so they're not hanging around everywhere, making it look unmessy, unpresentable. The greatest thing about this bike is how portable it is and how you can halve the size of this bike. So if you want to carry it onto a train, commute, or even bring it up to your flat, you can actually bring the seat down, all the way down, and then clip that back up here. Now it actually gets smaller than this, because what you can do from this point onwards, I'll spin it around so you can see. You can unclip this from here and then pull this down. I'm going to spin it around one more time, and then the handlebars from here are going to come down to the crank and pedals. Once they're down, you can simply put your hands on the handrest here, lift up, take it into a flat, cafe, wherever, work, school, and you're good to go. So it's got a really nice kickstand that you can simply just kick up and then kick down, and what this will do is that you can let go of the bike and it supports the bike. Really nice seat, and it's really comfortable to ride. I've ridden this bike for over 100 miles now and I don't get any pain whatsoever. And it's got front and rear mud guards, stop mud splattering up and making your clothes dirty. So again, we're just going onto the on-road surface to do an on-road test, and we're just going to see how it performs since we've already done the off-road. So I can immediately feel the difference. It's smooth, the speed really starts to get up when you do the on-road, and it's just really smooth, really comfortable. It's not really meant for off-road use, this bike, in my opinion, which we'll cover towards more at the end of the video, but it's a great bike, something I really enjoy riding on road, and it's ideal for commuters going to work, to and from work, etc. So this bike complies with EU regulations, and it reaches 15.5 miles an hour top speed. However, it does depend on the rider's weight. If the rider's heavy, it won't reach that speed. If you're going up an incline, it won't reach that speed. Also, another important thing to mention is the rider weight and the conditions of the road will affect on the max range you'll get, which is between 30 to 37 miles of max range. So it could be less, it could be more, it really does depend. But it's a great bike, it's really smooth to we're going to test to see how well this bike can handle off-road. At the moment it's handling quite well. I'm going to start pedaling just so you can see what's ahead. So it's a little wobbly, and because it's quite a small bike, it doesn't have the suspension that a regular bike would have. So you just really have to keep your balance with this. So this is really a big test here. Oh. Yeah, you can definitely feel those bumps. You can definitely feel the bumps on the bike. So as you can see, we've got quite a big uphill now, so I'm going to do an uphill test on the bike. Yeah, bearing in mind I'm at a full stop, it's going to be difficult to get going, but hopefully once we get going, this bike delivers enough power and performance and torque to make it up the hill. So I'm going to use the throttle just to help me get going, kick off to start with, because the throttle's not giving a huge amount of power, but I'm going to start pedaling. Yeah, it's going to really struggle up this incline. Yeah, it really struggles up the incline. We're now going to video just going down a slow hill on a nice flat surface, and this bike handles itself really well. Doesn't handle itself well going on a rough surface, but it does handle well going downhill on flat. Ooh, that dog nearly got me. What's the... yes, no, but this bike is fun. As you can see, it's picking up the speed going downhill. Flat surfaces really well, but yeah. So we're now going to be testing the brakes. Just a word of advice: if you're going to use the brakes on any bike, you want to hit the front and then rear brake. We'll get up to speed. Yeah, definitely came to a stop quick. That was like an emergency stop. So the brakes are really good on this portable DYU e-bike. Got a small incline here, so compared to the off-road terrain, we've got, you know, on-road. So we're just going to see how this handles. It handles a lot better. You can control this DYU e-bike a lot easier. Yes, it's still hard to get up a hill. I'm having to pedal, as you can see, but we've got a little bit of a downhill now, but it's just very easy to do it on road. So I think really this bike is built for on-road use rather than off-road use. So see, we've got another hill, really pedaling, and we managed to make it up, unlike the other time in the other clip where I couldn't even make it up the hill. The bike wasn't delivering enough power for the road conditions, or for the surface conditions even. So we're just looking to look at the display. As you can see, you've got the display here that indicates how much charge you've got left. So each one represents 25%. So as you can see, I've got 75%. The only thing that I'd love to see on this bike is a speedo, so it shows the speed you're doing and also the amount of mileage that is on the bike. This would be really beneficial if you come to sell the bike, as it tells the seller how many miles and how much use this bike has gone through.
I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the DYU e-bike review. As you can see, it's a great foldable e-bike. If you're commuting to work, going on a train, bring it on a train, bring it in your car.